Hello and welcome to Your Soul Projects podcast, where we help you follow through on what matters to you. I'm Shereen and I help people accomplish their creative and meaningful projects. And in this season, from seed to fruit, we'll be using the garden as our guide to help you go from idea to done. You'll learn how to plant the right seeds, nurture your vision, protect it from the weeds of doubt and bring it to full bloom. So let's dive in. Welcome to episode 2 of our From Seed to Fruit series. In the last episode, we talked about where ideas come from and how to choose which one to focus on now. That stage of gathering and choosing your seeds. In this episode, we're going to take the next step. We're going to prepare the ground and actually plant the seed. We're going to help you get yourself and your environment ready so that your ideas have the best chance to grow. If you've ever gotten stuck even before you start a project, maybe overthinking or waiting for the perfect moment, this episode is for you. I'll share a story, a simple practice, and a way to begin that feels grounded and doable. But before I do that, here's a quick peek at where this series is headed. We started with choosing your seeds, and today we're preparing the ground and planting them. Next, we'll cover things like how to stay motivated and how to protect your project from distractions and how to handle setbacks. And finally, we'll talk about how you'll know when your project is done and ready for harvest. And plus, how to move past any fear about sharing your work. So now that you've had a glimpse of what's ahead, let's jump into today's topic, all about getting off to a good start. So I don't know about you, but on many occasions I've dove into a project without preparing the soil first. I remember when I first attempted to write my book, I didn't do any groundwork beforehand and I was bombarded with questions and worries. Should I self-publish? Should I use this software or that software? Will it just suck? And I felt totally overwhelmed, completely distracted, and I gave up. I was overthinking instead of preparing. Many years later, I decided to try again, and this time I did lots of prep work beforehand, and guess what? I finished my book. So using the garden as our metaphor, you can't just throw seeds on hard soil and expect that they'll grow. I've tried this, it doesn't work. You need to loosen the soil, clear away the weeds and the rocks, and add nutrients to it. Starting a project is the same. Before you jump in, it helps to prepare the conditions for your ideas so that they have the best chance to thrive. So step 1, you need to clear away the weeds and the rocks. So what I want you to do is to notice any distractions. Notice when perfectionism's coming up or fears are coming up. Notice what fears or perfectionism is making the soil hard. And I want you to just write them down. Just get them out of your head. By writing them down, you help clear them by externalizing them and organizing these overwhelming thoughts and emotions. The brain gets to process them logically and also in a linear way, which gives you more control over your thoughts, plus it frees up mental space. Step 2, loosen the soil. In other words, create space. So as you loosen the soil, you create space for the air to flow and for the roots to grow. So I'd like you to create space. This might mean time in your calendar, or it might be a dedicated space in your house or your garden or studio or workshop, a space where you can work on your project. So take a moment to carve out time and space for yourself. Step 3. Give the soil some nutrients. Give yourself some love. Give yourself some support. Give yourself some rest. Read, or listen to something that inspires you, move your body, or maybe even create a ritual that tells your brain this is creative focus time. So I like to light a little candle and some incense. I personally love sage. And sometimes I like to use this oil that a friend gave me. I just put a little bit on my wrists and on my neck, like perfume. And this helps center me. And I also take a few deep breaths to center myself. So that's just the way I bring in ritual into before I begin a project. You could also do a little prayer here. Do whatever works for you to nurture yourself and nurture your space. So choose even one way that you're going to prepare the soil today. Whether it's tidying up a space in your house for you to work at, or scheduling project time on your calendar, or just journaling to release any fears or resistance. And now you want to actually plant the seed. To do this, I'd like you to just write on a piece of paper, I am committed to bringing this project to life. I am committing to bring this project to life. And then I want you to take one tiny action to prove you've planted it. This could be setting up a folder on your computer, or maybe buying a new notebook, or maybe just journaling some thoughts about your project. And if you'd like to take this a little deeper, I've created a meditation to help you prepare your inner soil and energetically plant your seeds. It's a way to really feel your commitment, to anchor it in your body, to clear away anything that might be getting in the way, and to nurture it so that your seeds can begin to grow. You can download it for free over at yoursoulprojects.com/meditation. yoursoulprojects.com/meditation. And you'll also find the link in the show notes. And in the next episode, we'll talk about how to stay motivated when your energy dips, and how to nurture the first tender sprouts of your project. Because once the seeds are in the ground and the seed is planted, it's going to need watering, it's going to need sunlight, it's going to need ongoing care. So I'll see you there. Thank you for listening to Your Soul Projects podcast. You can also visit yoursoulprojects.com for more free resources and coaching support to help you follow through on what you came here to do. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who might need it. Leave a review so other people can find it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Until next time.